What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You watching the Ragin Nation Show Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series where we talk about all things that matter to me for production of the 4th installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise directed by Michael Bay. This is update number 100. I can't believe this is update 100. I started my Transformers Age of Extinction updates back in September of 2012. That's like a year and 4 or 5 or even 6 months ago, so a year and a half approximately worth of updates. That's 100 updates, and now we're in March of 2014. It's been quite a journey, and it doesn't end at episode 100. I'm going to keep on doing these updates until the movie comes out on June 27th, okay? There's still a lot to talk about, alright? So, a lot of people at the Ragin Nation asking me, hey, how are you going to celebrate your 100th episode? Well, I didn't even know that a celebration was required, but let's just take a break from talking about New York Toy Fair. Let's talk about the actual movie itself. I've been doing like 8 or 9 updates for the Transformers Age of Extinction toys. Now, let's just talk about the movie itself. But before we do that, let's do some really quick shout-outs. Now, I have to give a really big shout-out to Shang from the Ragin Nation, who shared with me this really impressive and fantastic photo album of his collection. Now, it's in the form of a slideshow at a website called Animoto, and it is very cool. When I say that it's very cool, I mean just that you have to check it out. Check it out at the link in the description box below. It is a slideshow of his collection with music in the background. It's just really, really cool. Very impressive. Thank you for sharing that with me, Sean. And finally, let's do some really quick birthday shoutouts. These birthday shoutouts go to members of the Ragin Nation who has had a birthday in the last couple of days or have a birthday coming up. So I just want to say happy birthday to Ben Pham, Russell Grant Anis, Ahmad T-Rex, Ahmad Abdillah, Abdillah Navade, P. Castillo 20, Martin Rodriguez, Dan Chang, Linus Frid, Mateo Inda, Ryan Norman, Alex Matheson, and Nolan. Happy birthday, guys. I really appreciate you guys being part of the Ragin Nation. Thank you for your views, and I hope you guys have a great birthday celebration. Alright, now let's get on with some news about Transformers Age of Extinction. Now, there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, New York Toy Fair was a really big thing in the last couple of weeks. So, a lot of people were asking me, hey, what are your comments, or how do you feel about Titus Welliver making comments about Transformers Age of Extinction not being a kids movie? Well, I honestly didn't have a comment about that. I didn't feel that it was really necessary to make a video commenting on what he had to say, because honestly, it's really not that significant. Transformers Dark of the Moon was not a kids movie. So I don't see how comments about Transformers Age of Extinction is any different. Now, what I gotta say about that is that, I mean, since we're on the topic of it, okay, fine, let's talk about it. Now, there's a difference between a movie not being a kids movie and a movie that's not meant for kids. That's two different things, and I think that that's what he's trying to say, okay? So, a movie not being a kids movie, that means that the movie has a wider appeal. It also appeals to adult audiences. It's not just like a cartoon that's meant for kids, alright? So there's a broad appeal and everybody can enjoy it, alright? That's what it means when a movie is not a kids movie, alright? Now, a movie that's not meant for kids, now that's just full on like that if kids are going to be coming along to the theater to watch the movie, then a parent should be there, because it's not meant for kids. The level of action and violence is just on a certain level where it's more geared towards adults. Now, regarding his comment, this is what he said in his first comment. It's a bit more darker vision of the Transformers world. It's not a kids movie, I'll tell you that much. He's just trying to say that it has a broader appeal than just kids. Now, Transformers, the first original live-action film in 2007, now that was a kids movie. I don't care how you look at it. At the end of the day, it's a kids movie. It's about kids discovering these robots, these alien robots, and there's like this really human connection between the two, and robots fight. I don't see how that can be any more kiddish than you can get, okay? It's a kids movie, Alright, and it has a little bit of adult humor, but at the end of the day, it's a kid's movie. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, now that's when we're kind of getting into the more edgier realm, alright? And that's when the adults and the parents, they start feeling like, okay, there's some stuff that's inappropriate for kids. Now, once they get to Transformers Dark of the Moon, now that's when it's not a kid's movie. That means it reaches out to a wider appeal. Like, the adults will feel that, okay, there's some stuff in there that's meant for adults, but still kids will enjoy the robot action. Now that's when we start getting into a broader audience, alright? Because they were dealing with a lot of like human casualties in Dark of the Moon. It's a lot darker in tone. There's a lot more evil and sinister stuff going on there. Now, I don't think that Age of Extinction is going to be any more different than Dark of the Moon in terms of the level of parental guidance needed for kids and the level of action and violence. Like, it's not going to be that much different because there's only so much you can do in a PG-13 movie. But Michael Bay really just pushes the border. I mean, pushes it right to the edge, to the border of it being a little bit higher than PG-13 because he just knows how to do that. Now, check this out. Titus Welliver decided to retract his comments and do a little bit of damage control after they found out that, or after he found out that what he said really affected the fandom in a, I don't know, in some sort of way. Maybe his agent told him that, you know what you said about it not being a kid's movie? That kind of can hurt the movie. Alright, so he decided to retract his comments, and what he said was exactly what I predicted about it being for a broader audience. Now check this out. He said, okay, I misspoke in my last interview when I said that Transformers 4 was not a kid's movie. What I meant was that this film will in fact expand their target audience and bring in a bigger fan base. Following the huge success of Transformers Enter Toyland, it is certainly a kid's movie. With the addition of Mark Wahlberg, Transformers 4 will be the coolest in the franchise. So there you have it, guys. Nobody has to worry, okay? It's not going to be an R-rated movie. Transformers will never be an R-rated movie. I don't care how Michael Bay shoots the action and violence and level of craziness. It'll never be an R-rated movie. It's based off a kid's toy line, alright? So there you have it. I mean, it really means nothing. So, there's no need to make a big deal out of it. Now, let's talk about the big news. And that is a trailer is coming soon. And now a lot of people are saying that this is the full theatrical trailer. It's not. Okay, it is not the full theatrical trailer. This is either teaser number 2 or the extended Super Bowl TV spot or trailer 1. Alright? So, but it's not the full final theatrical trailer. I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming in the end of April or May. That's when they usually come out with the full theatrical trailer. It's still pretty early right now. We're talking about early March. So we're getting teaser trailer number 2. It might not be the full 2.5 minutes, but we still will be getting like something a little bit over 2 minutes. I'm pretty sure of that. But it might have scenes from the Super Bowl teaser trailer that we've already seen. At the end of the day, there is another one coming out, and there will be another one coming out later on. Alright? And we're getting a sneak peek to Transformers Age of Extinction on Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Entertainment Tonight. Now, the actual trailer will debut on March 7th. Now, what big movie comes out on March 7th? That would be 300 Rise of an Empire. Now, 300 Rise of an Empire is an R-rated film, so it would be surprising if it's going to be shown with 300 Rise of an Empire, but it is also a movie that's in 3D and also a movie that's in IMAX 3D, and both IMAX 3D and 3D are the formats in which Transformers Age of Extinction is being presented in. So, you know what? We could be getting an IMAX 3D or 3D presentation of the trailer if you go out to watch 300 Rise of an Empire in 3D in the big screen. So let's just say that the trailer is coming out in March 7th on the big screen and most likely online, you know, maybe a couple hours later or even earlier. So there you have it. That is all very exciting stuff. Once again, you're going to be getting a reaction and a review from me. It's going to be great, all right? So the final thing I got to talk to you guys about is a package. I got a package. I got a package, and check this out. I have official history from Transformers Age of Extinction, the production, and it's in the form of this. Boom! Check that out. This is official Transformers Age of Extinction swag. Apparently these were given out to the crew members, and I was able to get one on eBay. You get the Decepticon and the 4 and the 2014. Now I heard that there are other ones out there where they were given out at the SEMA show in 2013, and it's the same thing, but it includes a Chevy logo on the side. So there's another one out there, and there's apparently another version with a Velcro adjustment on the back. So there you have it. I'm going to be wearing this on the day of Transformers Age of Extinction, and I just got to do a little bit of like ironing to fix up the wrinkles, but other than that, this is going to be worn and it's going to be crazy. So I'm really excited about that. I want to give a special thank you to whoever made this happen, for hooking me up with this hat. You know who you are. I want to say thank you to those people that helped me get this hat, because this the seller on eBay didn't ship to Canada, so I needed a few hookups. So I want to say thank you. You know who you are, and a big thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot to me to own a piece of movie making history. All right, now I don't know if you can still get any more on eBay, but I know one member of the Ragin Nation also has one of these baseball caps, and when I saw him post it, he showed it to me and he said, "Look what I got, Alex." Then I went straight to eBay and picked one up right away. Alright, so there you have it. That's all I gotta say for this video and update 100. Hey, speaking of which, do you know a YouTuber by the name of DeFranco? Well, he's one of my favorite, he is in fact my favorite YouTube personality of all time. I got to meet him yesterday when I saw him live at the DeFranco Does Vancouver show, and I got him to make some comments about Transformers Age of Extinction. Check that out. What are you excited about for Transformers 4?
What am I excited about?
For Transformers 4?
Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, alright. Sweet! And there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this episode. Stay tuned for New York Toy Fair 2014 coverage part 10, where I relay my thoughts and feelings and opinions about the toys for Transformers Age of Extinction. I'm going to give you my honest thoughts and feelings about it, alright? So there you have it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. Check out my photos on Instagram, @The Ragin Nation. We're going to do some exclusive stuff that you won't be seeing on the rest of the Ragin Nation stuff. So make sure you're on Instagram and you can see some really cool stuff, alright? I'm a little more interactive on Instagram, mainly because I always have my phone on me. So yeah, I can interact with you guys and it's going to be a lot of fun. As always, if you, I already did that. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Not too bad. I believe this is a Voyager class, and this also looks not bad at all. So another one that I'm interested in, alright? And let's take